What's up, you guys? Your boy Ricky Grimes back once again with my man Joe. We are going to be talking about The Walking Dead episode 20, What's Been Lost. This episode is directed by Aisha Tyler. She's done some stuff for Fear the Walking Dead, The Boys. Back in the day, it was in Talk Soup, so she's pretty old school, and I'm glad she's got the opportunity to rock with this. Joe, how you doing, my friend?
That Aisha Tyler?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Talk Soup?
Yeah, I didn't put it together until you just put it all together from right there.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. She directed awesome. a few episodes for Fear the Walking Dead, and she starred in it too. She was in a few episodes for that. So
it's funny. I had work last night. I had friends on, and it was the episodes where she was with Ross. And then you bring her up now. It was another good episode. What's this? 4 more after this?
Wow, so we're 20. Yeah, bro, I believe you're right, man. It's crazy.
4 more. We're coming down to the
end game. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's not waste any time. Joe, let me tell you, what was your favorite character doing in this episode?
Well, I could go on and on again about Carol, but Carol kicked ass. Who I really thought stood out in this episode for me, which was good to see her get her backbone back, was YUMIKO. Because YUMIKO, she was a good present for a little while there, and then she's just kind of like got soft, I guess. Got complacent in the Commonwealth.
A good way, yeah.
So what I liked was that this was it. She was not, Eugene was her last straw, and her getting up there, basically, to originally announce that they're going to be prosecuting him, and then actually saying that she's going to show she's for her people and represent him, was like the best fuck you to Pamela. When she walked over, here's your speech, and just threw it down. I'm like, yes, finally.
That was the mic drop.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I loved seeing her, finally come to a little bit of the forefront.
Now let me ask you, because this was my favorite character. Well, my favorite character obviously was not in this episode, so I tend to go to my favorite that was within this episode. And YUMIKO, I've been dying for her to get something to chew on, and man, she was awesome in this. So we're gonna consolidate this right now because we got the same answer on this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let me ask you real quick. So now, was she going to go prosecute Eugene, or when she heard the chatter on the radio that DARYL and CAROL had escaped, did that prompt her to change her mind because she knew DARYL and CAROL were going to go rescue their friends? So she's like, wait a minute, if they're going to put their lives on the line, I got to be with them. That's how I took it.
Yeah, because at this point, I think she realized that they're in a really bad spot. I don't think she realized exactly what was going on and with what happening with Eugene basically becoming the scapegoat and all her people gone. She knows that she's got to do her part now.
Yeah, I think it was awesome. Just seeing the look on Pamela's face, dude.
Yeah,
she was like,
"Oh it.
No."
Well, and it's funny because you could kind of see that Pamela was like, "You're up to something," especially when she had Tommy stand up.
Yep.
Because it was kind of like letting everybody know this. If anything happens to, this is insurance for her to point out, if anything happens to him, it's because I'm doing this.
Once Pamela caught wind of that, it was not in the script, and that's when she knew. Oh no, she's going rogue.
So, that
good stuff, man.
Yeah,
good stuff.
It was awesome.
And I like Eugene got some friends. And I was like, oh man, everyone's shitting on poor Eugene. He's in a tough spot, man. But he knows that he was willing to accept his fate again to help his friends. And I'm glad YUMIKO was able to be put in that position where she didn't have to choose between Eugene and her place in the Commonwealth. And Eugene and her friends, I believe, all go hand in hand, right? So,
yeah, I feel she was actually because everybody knows what's going on and they know he's in there, so she's the only one that stayed behind to help him. I mean, I know, yes, they're all out there doing something, but they could be trying to help escape him or something.
Yeah.
So,
Big shout out to Tommy before we move on. I think his little part in this episode was really cool. I like the actor. He's pretty charismatic so far. Something about him, I don't know what it is, but
I've seen him in a couple of things. He's a good actor.
Nice. Right, man. Awesome. The big moment in this episode for me, I'm gonna put all my cards on the table right now was Lance is death, because I didn't see it coming. Only I didn't think it was this early he was gonna get it. And that's like, holy shit. That really put in mind for me. Okay, this is almost over now, because he was a big player in this game, and he's gone. Prior to that, Sebastian is gone too. So I'm like, what's going on? We got 4 episodes left. Pamela Milton's the big bad. You called it. What say you?
Everything was gonna. That was my big moment also. I will say it was a little bit anticlimactic for me.
That's I got that in my notes too, brother.
Yeah, right. You know, I again, the interaction with Carol, Daryl, and Lance. You know, all of them acted that so well. You know, especially Lance. You can see Lance is like. That's why I thought it was too soon, because he's about to snap. Like you can see in his eyes, like it's gonna take one more thing. But yeah, it felt like it was too soon. But then, like I said, all these people are gonna be Pamela. Like all the roles they were supposed to play are gonna be Pamela, and they left the quarter in Sebastian's head. So it's just more pushing towards Pamela. But yeah, I thought it was I didn't see it coming like you, but then when it did happen, I'm like, well, that was kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, because we were like in one of our prior videos when we knew Lance was, at this point we knew he was gonna die. We didn't know when, but we said he's got to have a brutal death where he gets ripped apart, and bro, he just got shot with an arrow, man, and that was very underwhelming in my opinion.
Yeah,
it was flat. It was really flat, and especially for a character like him. Now the good thing is he's gone. Sebastian's gone. This is all new territory now with these last episodes remaining. Now that opened up the slate for something fresh to finish off the series with. With that being said, bro, what's next? Now we see our characters; they're in a predicament, but we got some clarity of where the series is going to go on from here on to the end. What's up, man? What you got?
Well, going back to Lance for just a second, what I'm kind of maybe hoping is that, because we didn't see him shut his eyes, he just spit out the blood. We have seen some of our characters receive some pretty bad injuries that can kill them. I would kind of love when it starts that he grabs like this and pulls it out and just finds a way to tighten it, and not be dead.
Oh, good call.
Like,
that's
because
call.
Again, he didn't close his eyes, or we didn't see him turn. Or if he does turn, considering we're going to the, smart walkers now, and since he just died, I mean, it'd be great for Lance to make his way back to the Commonwealth.
I wouldn't mind that, because now we record this a week prior, obviously, before the episode airs. So normally when a character is killed off for good, they appear on the Talking Dead to kind of, their last hurrah. I don't know if the actor is slated to be on that show or not. That's tonight. So that'll give us a tall tale, maybe a telling if he's going to be gone for good or if he might come back. Because if he's not there, there's a chance that you're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't know. They could have just done that, and now he's going to be even more angry. Yeah. Freaking Daryl's shot him in the face. Carol put an arrow through him. I mean, for him to get up and go after them. But as far as with the other people, I mean, they pretty much rounded everyone up. So obviously, from what it looks like, they're taking them to, I guess I'm going to call I don't want to say slave camp, but
that's what I put in there. Yeah,
like a
labor camp. That's exactly what I put in my note. The labor camp. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, a labor camp that they're all going to be heading there, and with Daryl and Carol going to rescue him.
Awesome. Yeah, that's gonna be cool, man. Another thing too, before we close this out, imagine Lance does die, but he comes back near the finale time as a walker. He's just still walking the field somehow, makes it to the train or the Commonwealth or some bullshit like that. I don't know.
That would be good. Oh, and I'm saying, and bite Pamela right at the end.
Yeah, remember? One of my favorite episodes, man. 18 Miles Out, way back in season 2, when Rick and Shane got into that fight at the school, and when they're driving back, when they're driving there, Shane looks out the window. He sees that one lone walker just walking the fields. On the way back, he sees him walking the other direction, still walking by himself. Like, I see that. That'd be cool for a little appearance of Lance as a
Yeah.
walker, just out and about doing his thing. Cool, man. All right, but yeah, for me, same as you. I think the train it sets up for what's coming up next really nicely, and it ties into a certain character. I'm not going to spoil it now because it is a comic spoiler in case they do it on the show. I'll keep that to myself, but I'm excited. I can't wait for the last 4, man. It's getting there. I'm still like, I still want more urgency though. I'm not gonna lie. I still want.
Yeah.
We'll see, but hopefully with this next episode we're gonna get that and more. Anything else you got for me?
No, that's about it.
Awesome, bro. Thank you guys for joining us for The Walking Dead episode 20 recap and review. I'm Ricky Grimes.
Joe,
And stay scared, motherfuckers.
don't get bit.
Fuck you.
Destiny's devils be savages. Slim than chance with the averages. Sinning on the low like you added slick. Darkness make you disappear like a magic trick. Put up to the table, come down and sit. These devils try to tie you the crown with it. Now you surrounded by counterfeits, trying to chop you up into 1,000 bits.